So here we are, the end of October, and the place is starting to tidy up a bit. The beans are all down. I planted in the lamb's lettuce and something started eating it. And also the beans. Something's cleared the beans. So I put down some slug traps. I generally don't, but every so often, maybe once a year, I put down some beer traps. So there's the culprits in there. I must de-shell the beans once they've dried out. I have a nice selection of winter salad. And the courgette plant is still producing. Such an amazing plant. And the yacon are starting to really get big now. I'll leave them for another while. And the fig tree, I'm still getting a fig every so often, a ripe juicy fig. There's the other courgette plant and more salad down there. The garden outside, it's beautiful at the moment. Just the autumnal colours. Really, such a nice time of year. And it's a lovely time of year to do a bit of clearing on the beds. I was working on this area here. It was full of creeping buttercup, but they came out really easy because the soil is so good. I planted my garlic, so I planted it here and covered it with leaves and put a cover on top because the birds would pull it to pieces. Otherwise, I moved some of the kale plants outside. This bed here, I popped in some more garlic in amongst the parsley and the kale, and I brought my pumpkins in to ripen. These are lovely. I cooked just a slice of it chopped up in the air fryer, and it was very tasty. I was delighted with it because it was simple to do. I've had one or two relaxing days in my chair, and just more beans drying here, and honesty plant, so beautiful. Such a delicate dried seed pod. So this area, I'm going to tidy it up and use it as a little studio, I think. There are my potato seeds, fruit. I'm not sure what to do with them yet, but there's loads of them. If anybody knows when you're supposed to pot them on, let me know. Probably February, I'd guess, but I don't want them getting all soggy either. So again, just lovely autumn colours. This is the clover that I set. Well, it was like wildflower mixture, but I set it as a trial, and it's just beautiful. I'd love the whole lawn to be like that, to be honest. I'm going to be shaking clover everywhere in September. Over here then is the cover crop Phacelia. I'm delighted that it's coming on. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was going to take hold before the winter, but it has. Yeah. and these lovely brassicas. I love looking at Brussels sprouts from inside the house, looking out into the garden. They just remind me of they're like individuals in my garden anyway. They're all totally different. I don't know how that happens, but it just seems to happen. Maybe it's the way I stake them, but yeah, they're all doing their own thing. And there's the yacon that I transplanted outside. Like, it's doing just as well as the one that's in the tunnel. Be interesting to see the tubulars, to see if there's any different. I had to harvest the leeks because they had rust. And here are the girls. Say hello. There you go. Yeah, all very happy. And this is their willow enclosure. It's just done such a good job. I've started to put more mulch up around it here and fallen wood, because they were it was getting kind of pulled apart, and the willow needs moisture. And I didn't plant it deep at all. I actually I put the sticks into just a bit of raised soil, because it was too difficult to push them down into the soil here. It's very stony, but it's worked out well. I just have to make sure that, see, in the inside, it's been kind of, it doesn't have the same foundation because the chickens have been rooting around in there. But yeah, the willow, it's so beautiful, so lovely. And the apple trees are still keeping their leaves. And don't see the goldfish in the pond, but they have been making an appearance occasionally. This has been one of my favourite trees during autumn. It's this one here. It's a spindle, and the kitchen window looks out on it, but the colours, it's lost a good few of its leaves now, but the colour was just so vibrant, and the walls are white, so this just brightened up the space so much so, as does the maple over there. Just such a beautiful time of year with the colours. Okay, thanks for joining me on the garden tour. Have a happy Halloween. The Samhain and Samhain. Slán.